said that he said that if we killed Sylvester Shane, that speaker, is that?
Yeah, that was the speaker.
Then he would revert back to his previous priestly persuasion, and would be able to revive Sadie.
That is right. So he has made you an oath to renounce his faith in Auril and return to whatever previous religion he followed, because I don't think he mentioned it. In doing so, he would revive Sadie. But he wants you to kill Duvessa Shane, which he believes is playing some hand in altering the results of the lottery, and therefore kind of contributing to this ongoing issue with the serial killer, Sefik Cultro, which he thinks is killing people who are, I guess, taking their name out of the lottery or decreasing their chance of being pulled out of that lottery. So at the moment you're standing there, he has tasked you with this assassination. And yeah, we can pick it up from there.
So where was everyone? Everyone else is at the North Look right now, or were they still at the barracks? No.
No, I think we would have went back to the barracks to meet up with you afterwards.
Yeah, because I'm currently with Sadie.
Mm-hmm. So I guess that's what we do. Head back to the barracks.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay.
Sounds good.
So you're electing to go back to the barracks.
Yes.
Okay. And you're going to speak to, what's his name? The sheriff, right?
No, we're trying to find Hunter because Hunter's at the barracks.
Oh, Hunter. Okay. Hunter, are you at the barracks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I stayed
perfect.
with Sadie's body.
Okay. So I think the last time we mentioned time, what was it, like afternoon or midnight or something? It was pretty late, right? When you fought at the...
It was pretty late.
Yeah, so I guess I'll say it's like almost morning, right? Not that you can tell from any daylight or anything like that, but you know your internal time clock is ticking. So you head out. It's still pretty chilly, pretty cold. And you head out toward the barracks. Would you be inside or outside or inside the barracks?
Me.
Mm-hmm.
My plan was to sort of slump my back against the wall next to Sadie's body in the morgue.
Okay. So
or whatever area they use equivalent for that.
Got it. So as the rest of you arrive, they recognize you. They let you in. And you see him, like you described, slumped up against the wall, sitting.
Yeah, initially he's just sort of waiting to see if the guards are planning on throwing him out, and if they don't, he would spend some time taking off his armor so he can actually sleep.
They probably wouldn't throw you out.
So depending on how long the whole kerfuffle with Vet took, was it say half an hour has passed by now?
Yeah, definitely. It's been at least enough time for like a short rest, not maybe like a full rest because they've been gone for not too long. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he'd be sitting there in like his basic, sort of tunic, and his armor sort of piled in a little bit next to him, sort of eyes closed, leaning against the wall, facing towards the door.
Got it.
Hunter, we have some good news and some bad news.
What?
The priest is willing to help Sadie, but we have to help him with something that we probably shouldn't speak about here.
Okay. Do I need to be ready for this, or is this a conversation?
A conversation. It's nothing we need to rush into. It can wait till morning if you want. Just wanted to make sure everything's good here.
1 second, I forgot to heal. Second one before a short rest. Hit dice. I'm full.
Nice.
I look much better. Okay, I'll just sort of gather up my armor and sling it over my arm. And where are we having this conversation?
Probably be best.
What, at the inn?
Yeah.
Yep. Sort of stops, looks across at the body. Sort of places one hand on like a shin. Sort of closes his eyes for a second. Gives a little nod and then continues on. Let's go.
Yeah.
To the inn.
Alrighty. So you head out toward the inn. And when you get there, I think, being that it's so early, there probably wouldn't be too many people inside. There's a couple of stragglers, the usual people who kind of pass out on the tables. I don't think Scramix would be out right now. It'd probably be something else or somebody else that helps around while she's gone. Yep, and as you walk in, you're not greeted or anything.
In here or upstairs?
Your whole
For
way
sure.
through. Yeah.
We should go upstairs for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's here, right? Like the entire party,
Yes.
including the new guy.
Yes, I am here.
Did Vet come into the barracks with us?
Yeah, he would have. Just looking very guilty in the back of the group.
Suppose we.
As Thalen ushers everybody upstairs, he waits and he grabs Vet by like the wrist and just takes him back for like a couple seconds and goes, I think I acted a little harsh before. I hope I didn't overstep and cause any problems.
No, no. And he's still kind of got his other hand kind of up, and he's like almost hiding behind his little basket. He's not really making eye contact with you.
Well, we'll get through it, and Thalen will just put his hand on his shoulder and squeeze a little, and then walk upstairs.
Just to think about how we word this to him.
I got an idea.
Okay. Follows behind you.
Suppose I'll. Do we have one room or we have separate rooms, right?
We all
believe we
have
have
separate
separate
rooms, but we're probably all piling into one room. We're trying to.
If Hooter went up first, we'll just go to Hooter's room. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a completely. Yeah. There's nothing in there. Just a bed. It's not like you had any stuff to lay down. It's not like going to be vet rooms covered in traps and wires and C4. So yeah, sort of ushers everyone in, waits for
you
Thalen
might
and Vet.
you might notice as Thalen enters, he takes a second, looks around, and then enters.
No. God.
Alright. Vet, close the door on your way in.
Yes.
Ooh. I'm gonna see if I can do that.
Oh.
The door is closed and cloth is stuck in the cracks to prevent sound leaking out.
Hooter will sort of slump himself against the wall next to the door and wait for someone to open up the conversation about what this is.
Like I said, we have a course of action should we want to take it. Unfortunately, it doesn't bode well for the law, one would say. Hajer has asked us to remove someone from a seat of office.
Like a more respected priest or something.
We'll say a smelly shoes lady.
I just kind of smirk and look at the ground. Shuffle a
Not
little.
really sure what that is.
The woman that shrugged us off in the middle of town. I don't want to say names.
Vesta.
No, don't say names.
Oh. As in, find some way to politically remove her from office.
Mm.
You could say politically.
Remove her from a different kind of office.
Dallin will just take his finger and draw it across his neck.
Oh. Oh, didn't realize. Okay. What does he gain from this?
He believes that she's the reason why these murderers are continuing, because Hajer was forced to move to Oral as a patron, I guess. So he had to renounce his previous faith so he can no longer do what we need. And if all these killings would stop and all the sacrifices would stop, then he could renounce Oral and go back to his previous deity.
I see.
He believes this woman is the cause for most of this.
We're just going to sort of look at each person's face in the party and gauge their enthusiasm towards this plan of action.
Talon is indifferent.
Edwin is standing in the corner, kind of like looking like he's willing to do it, however, not pleased.
Amara's just kind of sitting there, like, kind of feeling guilty, but kind of is willing to do anything to get Sadie back.
And yeah, in the corner you'll see Vet, and he's kind of looking away for a moment, but mostly with his head almost facing the floor, just staring at you intently through his eyebrows.
How big is his eyebrows?
They are very, very bushy. He's got them ready for cold climate. No,
He grew them out for the winter.
I'm joking. No, it's just he is looking so far at the ground that he is having to get that angle on you.
Oh, okay. Well, I see a lot of guilty faces in this party for some reason. None of us got Sadie killed. It was that monster Sapphic.
Agree. It's just is one life. Are you able to pay one life with another?
It's not one life, though, is it? It's as many as she would kill in this twisted devotion to a random god.
Hajer's correct.
From what I gather from the sheriff, he didn't seem that enthusiastic towards the whole sacrificing thing. It was more
That's true.
he's been told to. I think the leaders of these towns are the ones who actually decide what happens. So maybe a change in leadership would be helpful. I've got no distinct attachment to this woman. I care for Sadie.
It's a trait of a bad life for many good ones.
I agree.
And a friend. Hi, man.
Sounds good.
Do you guys what you choose?
I'm in.
If it ends all these sacrifices, then I'm good.
I think that we should think about how we're going to, yes, do this and make sure we don't get blamed for it. I was thinking perhaps maybe we could pretend to be this murderer and do it that way, perhaps.
That might lead more guards to come at us than just the speaker.
I would assume we're gonna have to deal with guards anyway, because she's gonna have guards with her all the time.
It's not a bad idea.
It's not. It's definitely not.
It could work.
I mean, it's just an idea. If she ever was outside of this town, then it would be a lot easier. But no, yes, just yes, yeah, we need some sort of plan. That's all.
If we could lure her out of the town, maybe it would be easier.
Well, if she ever does leave town.
I believe if we came to a conclusion that this is the course of action we're doing, speaking to Hajira one more time wouldn't go amiss.
Maybe we should follow her, see what her daily routine's like, see what she does, see how she acts.
Yeah.
At least see where she lives.
See how guarded it is.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Cool.
a plan.
Hopefully, to clear any consciences, we'll discover that she isn't as good a person as she could be.
I hope that is the case.
Either way, I think we should rest for the night, prepare for tomorrow's endeavor. We
Everyone.
should.
Dallin
What?
will Dallin says goodnight and walks over, kicks the cloth from in front of the door, and opens it and leaves.
I follow out to go to my room.
I too will head to my own room.
Good night, all. And yep, out to my room.
Hindra's going back to the barracks.
Okay.
Go sit next to Sadie.
Alrighty. Anyone else have anything to do before they fall asleep?
I'm gonna take. You go first.
No, you can go.
I'm gonna take my dagger and cut a small piece of cloth from one of the sheets that are just tucked away in the corner,
Vandal.
and just like put a couple slits in it to try and make like eye masks and make a few of them.
Okay.
Balaclavas.
And then they're just gonna be roughly made, and I'm just gonna lay down to go to sleep.
Okay. I think Edwin wanted to do something too, right?
Yes, I would like to know if I can infuse something.
Absolutely.
Okay. I would like to infuse a wand of magic detection.
Ah. Okay.
This.
What is that? What does it look like?
It looks like a plain stick, so it's not easily detected. It's
Okay.
just one I found outside.
Okay. Perfect. Alrighty.
And then I head to bed.
And I believe was it Vet that was heading to the barracks?
No,
Or
Hunter.
Shield. Oh, Hunter. Okay. Hunter. As you walk back to the barracks, you see no one else on the boulevard. It's kind of quiet actually. Like you can kind of hear like the nothingness, and you almost feel like you're being watched. Give me a perception check.
14.
14. You look back directly behind you. You don't see anyone down the long road. But when you look up at the rooftops, it's almost like someone ducked their head quickly behind like a chimney.
I'll sort of stare in the general direction where I saw the head, or where I think I saw the head move.
Mm-hmm. And you stand there for another 10 minutes. Nothing.
Not one for conversation then. Then he'll start walking towards the barracks.
Okay. And you arrive at the barracks. There doesn't seem to be much commotion. They let you back in to where Sadie was being kept. What do you do?
Yeah, just gonna do the same thing he was doing before. He's gonna lay down his stuff next to the slab, I assume, and
Okay.
then sort of slump his back, face the door, try and get some shut eye.
Alrighty. And I guess we'll call it a good night for everyone. You get your spells back and your HP if you're missing any.
Got one hit die back.
Very nice. Does anyone here like a particularly early riser? Or does everyone kind of wake up at the same time?
I would think Thalen, as being that he was a knight back in the day, it's instilled in him, the routine.
What kind of routine do you have?
I believe Edwin would wake up semi-early.
Okay.
I probably got up, not early, but I guess shortly after I started hearing the others getting up, and I'd just like take the cloths and just like tuck them into my pouch, into my bag, and I'd go downstairs.
Alrighty.
That's been up for hours because he only needs to trance, and he's just been waiting and listening.
Okay. So you head downstairs. There's a bit more people in here kind of chattering about heading out to work, or some of them are probably coming back from work. So they're having themselves like a drink, an ale, some food, maybe some trout. Anything in particular you wanted to do down here?
Food.
Just food, just the general stuff.
Okay. I think they were selling that for, was it like 5 silver, right? It was kind of pricey.
No, I think it was 1 silver for food, 5 silver for the room.
Got it. So we'll take
1 silver for the room, and yeah, I think that was about it.
Yeah, the room should be. Isn't the room more than the food?
I know their food is expensive, but I forgot how much. Let's see. Look.
Yeah, it was 1 silver for each room, I think it was, or something like that.
Yeah, we'll call it 1 silver for the trout. If you're having trout, it's 1 silver. And consider yourself nourished.
I will pay for Amara's food.
Okay.
I will prestidigitation both our food to taste a little bit nicer than it probably does.
Sure. Any plan from Hunter?
He is going to wake up, check the room, make sure there's no one hiding around.
Nope.
And then send you some rations. Make sure he's topped up on food.
Okay.
And then I think he's going to head to the inn.
Perfect. Okay. So you head back to the inn. Anyone else?
After we finish eating, I'd like to go to Vet and say, hey, can I pull you to the side for a few minutes?
Yes, sure. And he'll look around and make sure you're not leading him out of the sight of Fallon.
Yeah, I just pull you to the side. It's fine. Follow me. I made you something last night because I know you're very afraid of everything, basically. And I thought this would help calm your nerves. And I pull out the little wand.
Hmm.
Oh, he gave him a stick.
So cute.
Yes, this is. Thank you. Yes.
So you can use this whenever you feel like something magical is going on and you don't understand it. And it has 3 charges, so be sparing, but I can always make you another one.
Okay. That's lovely. Onto a different point. I was hoping you, actually. Did you get a good look at the person last night?
Not really. The room was pretty dark, and I only got there halfway through.
And from his basket, Vet gets out a little sketchbook and some charcoal. What did you see?
Should I roll to find out how much I remember?
It's fairly recent. So I think you would remember, exactly what you saw, or you think you thought you saw.
Oh, okay. What does he look like?
So in the brief moments that he was in and out of light, because he was kind of, moving around a bit. I think I actually have a photo of him, so I can show you. Let me take a look. I'm glad they provided this for me. Wait, didn't I show you the photo? I thought I did. For Cephik, right?
I think you did.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. So this is exactly what he looked like, kind of weaving in and out of darkness.
Okay.
Ice sword.
So, the guy, he had a large nose, I'd say. These odd glowing eyes, and he casted this like ice sword, suppose you could say.
Okay. What race was he?
Um,
He was definitely human. He had an olive complexion. Maybe somewhere from down south. A mariner, definitely, most like. Oops.
nothing exotic, for sure.
Hmm.
He seems pretty average.
That's well, I'd say that's unfortunate, but for our cause, thank you for the memento, Edwin. Thank you.
No problem.
And Vet will go back to the table, still confused as to why he's been given a twig.
I'll regroup with the rest.
Did you explain how to use it?
I told him he can use it 3 times, but
He doesn't. He thinks like, what do I do? Rub it? Like,
I might not have explained it well enough.
rub your
Instruction
the magic
manual
twig.
Do
included.
we see you like wagging the stick as you come back?
Yeah. He would still like have it in his hand and kind of be. It's a really like fake, insincere, like, oh boy, I'm so happy. I've got this.
Like a kid's drawing.
Yeah.
Like, oh boy, it looks just like me.
Where'd you get the stick from?
Oh, it's a thoughtful present from our good friend Edwin.
Edwin, what's with the stick?
I mean, the first time I met him, he was afraid of everything, constantly screaming about who knows what. So I gave him this. It'll help him detect any strange illusions going on. Thought it might help him out.
Does it have an enchantment?
Yeah, it can detect magic.
Oh, okay. All right. Think, Vet, when you hold it, just think about
Okay.
seeing magic, like finding magic, and then just kind of like point it in a
Okay.
direction, and then
You
it should work.
also may have to attune to it.
Yeah, you
I'm
might
not
have to,
sure.
but I don't know.
Is
So
that true?
should I use it now? Is it okay to use it?
I mean, it'd be okay to use it. Yeah, but if it
I don't
has,
think you need to right now, though.
yeah, it'll be fine.
And as I'm like saying that, I'm like kind of fidgeting and pulling out the claws from my bag, and I just hand her one. I'm just like, here, have a handkerchief, and I just like hand them out, and I just put one away for myself.
Did you say they were masks when you made them?
Yep.
So they have these eye holes, and I go, thanks. I put it in my belt pouch.
Vet is pointing the stick in the direction of Skellig's there, in the direction of Skellig to try and use it.
Oh yeah, it's not a Gemini. It's just you just use it.
Just so you're trying to get Skremmix's trying to see
Oh,
if
sorry, Scrivix, yeah.
Skremmix is magical.
Yeah, he's that's like number one suspicious of person here. That's what his like paranoia was on. So he's like, he's like waving the stick, like he's trying to perform some Harry Potter spell.
Oh no.
So, does Vet find if Skremmix is magical or not?
I don't believe she has anything magical on her. No. Mm-mm.
It lets him cast detect magic, so for the next 10 minutes, he would be able to detect any magic around him as an action. I'm just gonna go
Around him for how many feet is it?
30.
30 feet. I believe that within 30 feet, you would kind of get a little glimmer out of. There's this fish on the wall. I forgot what its name is. Let me see if I can find it.
Bud Light.
Is it the like old bitey or something?
Yeah, old bitey.
Yay!
It kind of lights up a little bit.
So you'll see like him like waving this stick around, and he looks at Edwin and goes, "I don't think that it," and then just stops, and the eyes go wide, and he looks at the fish.
It's watching.
We need to be very careful. And puts the stick away in his little basket and just looks down. We can talk freely once we're in a more safe place.
Thalen does that thing where you
Okay,
where you get on somebody's level and you try to look in the same direction they were, so he gets real close to Vet and he's like, "What were you looking at? Were you looking at the fish?"
Yes.
Thalen will go, "Skremmix,
Yeah.
what's up with the fish?
What about it?
Is it magic?"
Yeah, sometimes it sings. Somebody enchanted it.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So if it sings, is it able to record somebody's voice so it can be sung out later?
I don't think that's how it works.
Inside check.
Sure. Go for it.
Ooh.
No, she's telling the truth. She seems to know only little about it. It's been there probably for a while, and she's probably not too interested in how it works anymore.
I feel like now this gift was not a great idea, as he's going to use it on everything and be even more paranoid.
I think it's the best gift ever, and it's gonna be great.
She does look back at you and she's like, just don't touch it.
Don't worry, we're not going to.
She like eyes you
Especially
for a
since it's
while.
not an attunement item, he might, even if you lose, if you just decide not to make it a wand of magic detection anymore, you could just tell him that it is.
Yeah.
True.
And just a placebo effect. There's no magic around here, we're safe. I suppose at this point, Hunter would probably come in through the door. If everyone's sitting eating like fish and stuff, he just ate rations and headed in.
Ben. Oh, never mind.
Hello.
Morning.
Come across the rest of the group. Isn't morning? I can
Did
never
you-
tell in this place.
Did you get Hunter one of those handkerchiefs? Amara?
Yep. And I just hand one over.
Oh, everything I ate was dry. There's no.
You'll need this later.
Oh, okay.
Dallin will take his out of his pack and put it over his face real quick, and then
He looks at the handkerchief, which I assume is
A
normal person sized. And then he will
Yes.
look at his 8-foot bulk and think, And he'll tuck it away in his pocket. Not sure how much is going to help.
maybe you should have made 2 of them for him.
I
6.
can go get more cloth.
No, it's fine.
What color is white, right?
Probably.
Whatever color the sheets were.
Yeah, probably white. Oh, I mean, maybe not. Maybe like brown.
What color were my sheets?
What color were they? I think they're like a light blue, maybe.
Okay, then they're light blue.
Yeah, it fits in then with my grey complexion. He'll sit down at the table really awkwardly. Like he kind of has to turn the chairs around the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
So he can sit sideways on them. You'll lean against the back of the chair. Sadie's still fine where she is. I made sure of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's our plan for today?
Since-
Do we go speak to Hajar?
I mean, we can. I'm not
We
sure
all-
what else we could ask him.
We also have plans to go to the town hall for research and then other research.
Oh,
Just be
Yeah.
careful to make sure we're not being researched at the same. Oh, jeez.
We're fine. We get to go and read a bunch of pamphlets and books, remember?
I don't think we're interesting enough for people to research
I mean,
No.
yet.
some of us might be.
Yeah.
I love books.
So I suppose we should get going then. Go to the town hall.
Forgot my
Did you-
loot. And Dallin will get up real quick and run upstairs and grab his loot out of his room. Just in case I need to annoy some more guards.
Oh my god. Well, let's go. Unless anyone else has any other plans. Nope. To the
Onward.
town hall then.
Alrighty. So everyone's heading back to the church, right? To Hajar.
Yeah, we'll do that on the way. Probably a better idea. Yeah.
Yep.
Is that the plan?
Yeah, that was on the way,
Yeah.
right? It was.
Oh. Okay.
Was it on the way?
I think it's kind of like outwards, like you go out and then we can go to the middle of town. Because I think the church was like back in this area of town.
Yeah, well, we saw
And the-
Hajar walk this way, right?
Yeah, and then
I
the
assumed
end,
it was
the
the-
end's like right over here. So
So
we
we
could
can
walk
make a
walk
curve.
Yeah, we can walk over to the church and then down.
Alrighty.
100% where it is.
Dallin will lead the way.
Yeah. You've been there. You know what it looks like. You will get lost.
Oh, yeah.
So you head out in the direction of this church. Who has the highest passive perception?
13.
13.
I got a 14.
There you go.
13 as well.
13 as well. Okay.
12.
So, I guess the people with 13, there's 2 of you, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a perception check.
Lower
Okay.
than my passive.
I roll balls
So-
with those.
Both Hunter and Thalen, you get this uneasy feeling as you're making your way down that you're being looked at or watched, followed.
I'll give a quick glance to Hunter to see if I see that same recognition.
Yeah, I imagine there's a moment where we're walking and our heads kind of twitch to the side, like we've heard like a rustle or something, and we both kind of look towards each other.
Mm.
Thalen's gonna go. Guys, you all know where the church is. I'll be right back. And Thalen's gonna like just peel off and go into like a alley.
Vet will follow you.
Very
I'll
good.
stay with the group.
So the rest of you, you head down to the church. You get there.
Did Vet notice anything with his 14, or is it?
Okay. 14, 4. I guess you would get the same feeling.
Okay.
So you head on down. I think at this point there probably would be people coming in and out. Not like last time where it was kind of quiet and deserted. Would you like to go inside?
Yeah, I think we should wait a minute or two and see if Thalen and Vet catch up.
Okay. So Thalen and Vet, how are you following the rest of the group?
Well, since I know where the church is at, what I was just gonna do is go down a couple back alleys to kind of just wind up and go back north towards the church to see if that same sense of if we're being followed, like if he's someone specific's being followed in the group, or what. See if that goes away.
Let me roll something really quick here. I would say that at some point you're like in this alleyway. It's kind of tight. You're taking these back streets over to the church. As you're moving about, there'd be like debris falling from the rooftops on one occasion. Like if something had stepped on something and jumped over.
Did you see that, Vet?
Yes, I did. I think it's the eavesdroppers.
All right. Let's get back to the others just in case.
You sure you don't want to go up?
I mean, we could try. Give me a boost,
Here you go.
and I guess Vet will boost me up to as high as he can, and I'll climb up the rest of the way.
Okay. It's pretty high up, so let's see. Give me.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
It's acrobatics, right? Yeah, acrobatics.
Oh, I really hope so.
But I am boosting you up, so can we say I'm helping?
You can help, yeah.
So acrobatics with advantage.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Oh,
Double
Whoa.
Whoa!
Wow. Yeah, you move deftly, holding on to ledges as you move up, and you're like propelled onto the roof. You do like a cool superhero land. And I would say because you got up there so quickly, you do catch a glimpse of someone maybe like 100 feet down, just running down the rooftops, and then just jumps down.
Do I recognize any of the colors of the clothing?
Yes, they're like a dark blue, and like long black hair.
Peek down from the roof. I think it was him. Should I follow him?
Which way?
I'll point in the direction.
And Vet will start running in that direction.
Dallin will also run in that direction and stay on the rooftops.
Okay. Give me 2 separate perception checks.
Oh God, we're gonna get in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
No.
So Vet, you're like completely lost. You don't know. You just ran. You're just like, yeah, I'll run this way. But there's kind of like a maze of corridors and alleys and streets that you just don't know where you ended up. Thalin, I think you would kind of have like a general direction where this person ran, but you can see by the time you get there, they're probably long gone. And you kind of ended up separating yourselves as well. So this is where it gets a bit tricky. Vet, as you're kind of in this long alleyway, it's quiet. And maybe would you like to head back to the church or try to look for Joe? I mean, for Thalin?
Yeah, first thing you do is try and look for Thalin.
Okay. So as you start to head back and you realize you're probably not going to find him, you hear the lightest footstep behind you. And I'm assuming you turn around and it's Sefik.
Oh
no. Hello, stranger. And the basket is raised way up to his face. He's hiding behind it.
And he says just one thing. He says, "Now the tables have turned." And he like does the same thing where he puts out his hand, and he coalesces out of thin air an ice sword. Roll for initiative.
Oh no!
Damn.
Is there anything I could do?
Yeah, definitely. We'll get into how you can reach him.
Okay.
Oh God! But how does he even know that the vet is?
Vet was with me. So.
Yeah, I suppose.
Hunter would have on the way to the church leaned down towards Edwin on the way and just said, "Just so you know, last night I swear I saw someone looking at me on the way back to the barracks."
So let's take us over.
Keep an eye out.
Any clue who it was?
No, this is very dark. Could just be whatever. They could have roof guards.
Alright, well, I'll keep my eye out. Next time we see I officially can ask them if they have anyone who walks on the roofs.
Well, I wonder what the relative distance is between us and the and the fight. Probably too far to have any kind of like sound travel.
You might hear something soon.
Exactly. Okay, so let me move you guys over. This is kind of impromptu, so this will be our map. Let's take a look here. And we'll say there's like a long thingamabob here. Cool. Did you roll for initiative already?
I did. I can roll again if you want.
Yeah,
let me
just
get my token.
roll it again and just put the number down that you originally got, so should be good.
Da-da-da.
nice. Okay.
Thank the Lord.
He's very, very slightly faster.
You're level 2 now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So hopefully this is not entirely one-sided.
We're all going to freaking die.
What do you mean? Only 2 of us here.
He's
One
gonna
at
pick
the
us
moment.
all. He's gonna pick us all off one by one.
Yeah, we're
No, 'cause
right.
after this, we're never separated again.
So I believe Vet, you have the first turn.
Okay, so scared, he tries to, uh, and he can't, and he casts Minor Illusion
Okay.
straight up into the air 30 feet, and it's his voice screaming, help. And he is going to use his movement speed to just walk away from this guy.
All right. So I'm guessing this is for Thalon, right?
This is for anyone, the town guard, anyone.
Okay. So
This is just
let me make some rolls on my side, and Thalon, go ahead and make a perception check with advantage.
On.
Okay. Unfortunately, Thalon doesn't hear anything. But let's see if maybe the guards hear something.
Anyone can roll better than that.
Okay. Okay. So you just move away, right?
yeah. So it's cast the spell while just backing away.
Alrighty. Well, as you move away from Sefik, you see him just start down the alley for you. He'll move about, I think it's like, that's 1, 2, 3, 15, 20, 25, wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll
totally catch up and
up to
attack
30
you.
feet. And then he disappears into that silvery mist that you're so familiar with, and
Well,
reappears
he's not, but
directly in front of you. And he's going to make an attack. Let's take a look.
oh no.
He'll never get past my AC.
7 and 21.
The 21 does it, yeah.
Alrighty. That's going to be 11 slashing damage. Plus,
Okay.
what is this?
Oh no.
Oh, here we go. Plus 3 cold damage.
Okay.
Okay. And I guess I'll let Thalon. What would you be doing right now?
Searching frantically for Vet.
Any method you're using, specifically?
Do I have any method?
Just madness.
Just madness. I don't have any like spells that would help. Yeah, no. All I can really do is also use minor illusion to try to create, like, I'm shouting in one direction and using minor illusion to shout in an opposite direction to maybe extend my voice in 2 different directions at the same time, hopefully getting Vet's attention.
Okay. Alrighty, Vet, it's your turn.
Okay. Vet's gonna, he's just been slashed or stabbed. His basket's dropped. He's gonna go down and fall to the floor prone, and he's gonna play dead.
Okay. Give me a deception check.
Oh boy.
Okay. So you get stabbed and you just fall prone to the floor, right?
Yep.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to say as you fall?
No, he's not gonna break the act. He has just been killed by this guy.
Okay. He buys it. He would probably say something like, just as I imagined, too weak to fight. And then he like wipes his sword and just drops it on the floor and walks away. And congratulations, he believes you're dead.
That was really smart.
Yeah, I can't believe that worked. Okay.
He's not. He's. Oh my god.
With a -1.
How long do you play dead for?
Until somebody comes.
He slides there until someone else shakes him.
I think eventually there are people probably watching the commotion from their like rooms. And then like an old lady walks out and she's like, "My God, he's dead!" And it kind of shakes you a little bit. And she's like,
Is it just
call the
one
guard."
old lady?
Yeah, it's just one old lady.
He'll just keep pretending he's dead.
Okay. She's like,
He
"Call the
needs to
guard."
he needs guards there. He needs Talon or the group of guards actually.
And then like you see someone like a very young person walk out, and she's like, "Okay," and she like runs away. I think Thalen, you would see someone like running, calling for help, like a small child calling for help as they run down, probably into one of the main streets. She's like, guards, help! Someone's injured."
I will run that direction from wherever I seen her come from.
Okay. And you run down the mazework of alleys, and eventually you do see him on the floor, kind of in a pool of blood that's kind of frozen around him, and there's an old lady just kind of standing over him.
Blood with frosted tips.
Thalen just shouts out, "Vet!" And he literally jumps from the roof down and rushes over as quickly as possible and casts Cure Wounds, not knowing if he's alive or dead.
Okay. Are you still playing dead?
No, he'll open his eyes and they just blink straight open, looking at you. Goes, thank you.
Maybe we shouldn't separate anymore from the group.
I'm sorry I lost you. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's not your fault. Let's get you up.
I should have known where you went. I got lost. I'm sorry.
I also got lost. It's fine.
We need to check on the group. Maybe they're in danger.
The old lady's like, "She should come inside. You don't look so good."
No, I'm cured by this great healer.
Are you sure? You don't. It looks like you're bleeding out.
I'm fine.
And she kind of like looks for her daughter. She's like, or her not daughter, her granddaughter. She's like, where'd she go? But the guards are coming, I'm sure.
Go into your home, woman. There's a murderer about.
She's taken aback. She's like, oh, murderer, and she's like, okay. She like shuffles off into her home.
And then Thalen will do that thing where he puts the one arm around his shoulder and helps Vet towards the group, like start walking towards the group.
Okay.
Is the sword still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
Thalen, that he left that.
I don't think we should touch it.
Perhaps not. I don't know. Perhaps. And he gets the stick out. He uses the stick to see if there's any magic on it.
Oh yeah, it's like super, like it just lights up.
It's very magical.
Okay, so Thalen will kind of prop Vet up against a wall, and he will pull his clothes out of his bag, his old clothes, and wrap the sword in the clothes, and kind of stuff it into his bag. It'll stick out the top, but it'll look like just a stick wrapped in clothes, hopefully, so it doesn't look like a sword. And then get Vet back up, and then go towards the group.
Okay. The group outside the church. Have you gone inside yet, or just still waiting?
It depends how long this encounter thing.
It happened
How long this?
pretty quick, maybe within like 10 minutes, I think, 10, 15 minutes.
We probably would have. I assume the church is safe, so Hunter would probably sit at the door and told everyone else, "You can go in. I'll wait for Thalen and
Okay.
Vet."
Alrighty. So you're all sitting there waiting when eventually you see Thalen carrying Vet, right? Like he's been injured. He's kind of limping through the street. Any immediate reactions?
Hunter would sort of stride across and then pick up Vet like a fireman pickup. Just like hold him like a baby, like scooping him, and just be like, "What the fuck happened?"
We got separated, unfortunately, and Cephik, he seemed to attacked Vet. I figured he would have come after me, if anyone.
I'm glad you're both safe. Maybe we don't separate from now on.
Exactly. I said that exact same thing.
There wouldn't have been anything you would have been able to do. Thalen, he cut me down in an instant.
Yeah, but at least if both of us were there, we could have maybe gotten away and not had
No. It was good you weren't there.
Well, let's get inside. Maybe Hajer can help you in some way.
I'm just a little shocked. You helped enough. I'm okay. Thank you, Hunter. No, I'll be okay now. Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
You'll lower his one arm so he can put his feet on the ground. Essentially drop you.
Yep. He plonks down and he's just back to his old, hunched over, hiding behind his basket self.
He'll give you a little pat and a scruffle on the head and just pat you towards the door. Let's go inside.
Okay, so you all head inside. There's a couple of people sitting, maybe praying, reading. And at the end of the long hallway, you would see Hajer in his usual garb, kind of reading silently to himself.
Hunter sort of leaned down to the group. I don't think we should all go talk to him. I think that would draw too much attention if maybe one or two of us sort of peels him away, checks out any information he might have. The rest of us can stay at the back of the church and look like we're praying, maybe.
Hunter, you haven't talked to him. Maybe you can think of more questions. How about you and somebody else goes?
Does anybody else have any questions they would like to ask him? No?
No? Okay. I'll go with I'll go with Hunter. Amara, will you look after Vet for me?
Yes. I tried to just comfort Vet for the moment.
If you look at him now, you can see that actually a small smile has developed on his face.
Hunter will try and, as nonchalantly as possible,
Mhm.
walk down the middle of the church towards Hajir.
And you've spoken to him before, right?
I believe I talked to him a little bit in the street.
Okay. He would look up, close his book. He would say, "I recognize you. How can I
Yes.
help you?"
We were wondering if we could talk to you about employment.
He says, "Employment. I don't have any employment." He kind of looks around. But if you have come to pray, this is definitely the right place.
Yes, we have came to
would-
give thanks to the Frostmaiden.
We were hoping for in private prayer session.
He looks around. He says, "Well, of course we can do something like that, but I have other business to attend to at the moment. Maybe tonight."
Perfect. We'll be back after sundown.
Of course, and
Sundown.
he says, "Do you have a copy of the Frostmaiden's tome?"
You know what?
No.
I think I've misplaced mine.
"Let me bless you with one," he says, and he picks up a book, and then he hands it to you, and he says, "I believe you will find page 237 quite illuminating," he says. He hands it to you.
Hunter will grab the book and give a small, bow.
Mhm.
It's like a slight. And then say, thank you.
Hmm.
Aurel be with you.
With you as well.
And then he'll walk away.
Mhm. You get some strange looks from the people who are like sitting down, just kind of watch you as you walk away.
You very awkwardly, when he's walking away and see people staring at him, you'll like hold the book to them, like pointing at it, like,
Yes, oral.
Oh boy.
I like icy maidens as well.
Cold. You walk back to the group. And then he'll sort of try and squeeze past people, so he's in like the corner, the end of the bench that'll be near to the corner, away from the center aisle.
Mhm.
And flip open the book to 267, 264?
That's
I think it's
237.
237, yeah.
237.
So you kind of flip through the book. You get to 237, and inside is a piece of parchment, kind of folded up in half.
Sort of make sure no one's looking in his general direction,
Mhm.
and then take the piece of parchment out,
Mhm.
unfold it.
And it reads, "We are being watched."
Okay. Point.
Look across at the sword-stricken vet and be like, fucking obvious. Is that all it says?
Mhm.
Okay. He'll put the note in his pocket and close the book. And then say, everyone, well, we have to come back later when the priest is more available for our private session.
Okay.
Let's go to the town hall for studies.
Yes. Studies.
Okay. So you head out of the church. You make your way down to town hall. When you get there, there's the usual amount
I'll
of.
disclose on the way. I'll whisper to Thalen, or I'll try and slyly hand him the note.
I'll take the note, look at Vet, and just
Yeah.
look at Hooter and go, God, he was right. And then just put the piece of paper in his pocket.
On my way to the barracks last night, I did also feel someone was watching, but if he's willing to attack Vet when he's separated from you but not that far, and not willing to attack me when I'm on my own, that's strange.
And in the daylight. Well, what would be daylight? Like during the day when everyone's awake.
Yeah, it makes me think that it was not him that I saw last night.
It's possible.
I suppose we'll see.
We should probably try and get some more healing for Vet. Vet, you look kind of like you're still in a lot of pain right now.
I'll if we can have a little bit of time to rest, I'll be absolutely fine. Just like before.
Yes, I believe we're going to spend some time studying, so that should give you plenty of time to relax and rest up.
If you want Vet, I can sit outside and annoy those guards that were outside, and you can rest and just listen to my beautiful lute music.
Yes, that that would be quite good to have another rendition of that.
Well, to the town hall then. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so you're heading down to town hall, and when you arrive, there is the usual amount of guards, just kind of patrolling, looking out. Some of them are kind of having a bit of a chit chat. Is there anything you'd like to do?
As said, Thalon will post up close to the guards outside the town hall.
Okay.
Go to tune his lute, but he tunes it wrong on purpose. Like he doesn't even test it. He just tunes it incorrectly completely.
Uh-huh.
And then he just starts playing a song as if it would be correct, but every note is just completely wrong.
Ooh.
Okay.
Like one string too high, one string too low.
Yeah.
So some of the guards look at you, and you can tell they're pretty annoyed, but they don't take any like effort to like walk over to you and tell you to stop playing.
So is the plan to take a short rest then in front of the town hall?
Yeah, me and Vet can sit outside if you guys want to go in and study.
Exactly what I thought. I was like, ding-ling-ling-ling-ling-ling. Yeah, I suppose. Well, nope. Hunter is going to stand and wait. He's not letting you be by yourself.
Yeah, that's true. We got in trouble last time. We're not allowed to be alone.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Yeah, Hunter's going to sort of stand in between Thalon and the guards, but not like he's not trying to be an interposing force. He's just trying to look at the rooftops and see if anyone's watching them.
Okay.
So before I go in really quick, I'm gonna ask everyone if there's anything specific they want me to try and find out.
Things they would have records on is not things that we would have access to. Like, I mean, the things we would want to know are probably not things they will give us access to. They're not going to have some very detailed notes on why they changed the cross from worshipping one to worshipping another and such.
Yeah, you just search what you need to search while you're in there.
I am interested though if there have been any other investigators that have been attacked by the murderer.
All right.
It was the sheriff did mention, I think, that another group was investigating this as well.
Yes.
So maybe they have records on general descriptions. Maybe if they have a group name, if they perhaps traveled only when the sun was out, and there were nights. They could be the Sunday nights or something.
All right. Edwin, you're coming in with me?
Sure.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna go in. I'm looking around to see who all's in here.
Well, you don't actually make it inside. Right before you
No?
get to the doors, they're like, they ask you, "Hey, it's you again.
Yeah.
What have we told you? Can't come in here."
Yes, I can. I have permission.
From who?
I have an appointment.
Like, appointment. He's like, "I don't have anything here, do you?" And he looks at the other one. He's like, "Nope."
We're here to do some reading up on the Frostmaiden. I was given permission last night.
By whom?
Your boss.
And he's like, "And his name?"
Who was it that gave us permission? Wasn't it was it the priest or was it the Vesta? I think it was the priest, wasn't it?
Don't remember. If it was his boss, it'd be Markham. Markham Southwell.
I remember
I
we
fe-
got permission. I just don't remember who it was.
I
Oh.
feel like it was Hajer who gave us permission.
Hajer
Okay.
gave us permission to enter.
Okay, and he'd say, so let me get this straight. Hajer gave you permission to come to City Hall and do research?
Yes, to learn about the Frostmaiden
You're
and the
welcome.
customs.
Kind of looks at the other guard. He's like, "Have you ever heard anything like that before?" He's like, "No, not really, but Hajer's kind of funny." He's like, He's like, "Okay, I'll lead you to his quarters, or his office, but don't touch anything else. You got that, or we're gonna kick you out."
That's fine.
All right. And
Fair.
I was like, "You want to take her?" I was like, "Okay." So, you walk in. He leads you through these different halls and corridors, and eventually you get to Hajer's little office, and it has like a private library. And he says to you, "I'm assuming this is what he said he would let you look into."
Yes.
Okay. And you're like, "I'll be right outside." And like locks
Thank
the door. Hmm?
How big is the area, like in general, like
Like the building?
his area?
Oh. I guess it would be like like 3 different rooms. And like each one would be about, let me see if I can calculate this right.
Like, is it like one little office, or like maybe like 10 by 15 or something, and then like 2 side rooms?
Maybe like 25 feet. By like 25 feet. And then
It's quite
like,
big.
yeah, they're pretty big rooms. And each one would be about the same size.
Okay, significant.
So, my perception is not the greatest, but I'm gonna try and look around and see if I notice anything that like that could potentially be like blueprints to the building or some sort of like journals or anything.
For blueprints, I think if you were to look long enough, you would find like a layout of the building. Yeah, so you would definitely find something like that.
All right. Can I tell where the Vessa's office is?
Just by looking at it, I mean, you would probably assume because she's the town speaker, she would have the biggest room or biggest office. So maybe you think you know the room.
Okay. Um, are there? This is probably a bad idea. Are there any air ducts or anything like any like tunnels potentially?
There are a system of like sewers underneath, but not like air ducts or anything like that.
Okay. This is. Thank God for prestidigitation.
Yeah, Nakatomi Plaza this apparently.
Okay, so I want to try and use the blueprints and sneak through the sewer part to see if she's in her office, or if anyone's in her office.
Oh, you can't access the sewers from here. You have to access them from outside.
I want to get into her office. Okay, so I'm gonna look around and see if what kind of information I can find on Errol then first.
Yeah. So this is a collection of books on on the topic. For Arl specifically, it seems like more like recent writing from Hajer. Anything specific you're looking for?
Potentially lure on how to deal with the maybe some theories on how to appease him to make him stop and to try and get the sacrifices to stop.
Okay, so I'll give you a little general overview. So Oral is a cold goddess. She's also known as the Frostmaiden, the goddess of winter, Sprite Queen. Basically, what this god or goddess is, I guess you would call it like her realm is winter, basically. And I think that the way that Hajer would have phrased this or written this, he would have approached it with a bit of trepidation, not to. It's very like factual information, and like he left out like any emotion in it, probably for some obvious reasons. So he just notes that at some point in the last 2 years, when summer was supposed to arrive, one day it did not. And basically all their efforts to overturn this winter failed because they realized that they were not paying tribute to this god, Oral. And so they made an attempt to switch over and to start praising and following this goddess. And ever since then, things have kind of calmed down a little bit. They have not been as bad as they used to be. They know that she's in like physically she's in Icewind Dale. But it doesn't say where. Some people, he would call them like blasphemers, made attempts to like find her and kill her or whatever, and they were executed, basically. But this whole presence of eternal winter has been because of Oral. And then he, it's just like basically goes on to say that it's because of her that they're allowed to live, etc., etc., and that there is beauty in the winter.
All right. Is there any kind of does he have like a journal hidden inside his desk or anything like?
So his personal journals would be more like in his office area, and he would have a couple, but just like day-to-day stuff like appointments, his like personal ruminations on the town and stuff like that. You can give me an investigation check if you'd like. Oh, very nice. Okay. So as you're rummaging through like his personal stuff, you do find like a trap door in one of his cabinets. When you lift it up, there's an old journal there.
I'm gonna thumb through the journal.
Sure. And as you thumb through it, you come to realize that Hajer was at some point. Well, I mean, he's already told you this, but there was a time before he worshipped Oral. And I believe he was a follower or priest of Lathander. Yeah, Lathander, which was basically the antithesis to this god, which was the sun god. Yep, and then he had to unfortunately give up his belief so that he would not be executed and killed when there was kind of like a uproar, and the whole town basically revolted against their priests and their council.
Okay. Is there any kind of information that he may have put in there that he said, like, about the suspected payouts?
No, he would not have written anything like that in his journal.
Okay. Is there any other kind of information that could be useful in it?
It's mostly like his personal diary, so just kind of talking about what he used to do and how he feels about certain things, but nothing too like dangerous to write, if you know what I mean.
Okay. In case someone else found it, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna put it back and make sure it's well hidden.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's anything else that I should be looking for. I'm just gonna skim his library really quick to see if there's anything else that sparks my attention.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. There's a lot of like geographical information, books on like the region, the area, the other towns, about the local flora and fauna, maybe some like history of like the
I'll
Sword
take a look at
Coast.
the flora.
Okay.
I want to know what that flower was.
Okay.
Everyone was talking about.
Hey, which flower?
The one that was in the vase.
Yeah, the one that was like drugs.
Oh, that's right.
The one that was in the vase that people tried to run away with.
Okay. So you look around, and there is a little depiction of that flower, kind of sketched into the book. And basically, what it is, it's just a drug. It's like essentially opium. And of course, people can find a way to process it and make it into some recreational drug. It's very expensive, very hard to grow, especially in Icewind Dale. So I guess the bigger question is, because of the sunlight requirements for this thing,
How do people grow it?
yeah, how are people growing it?
I just kind of raised an eyebrow, just closed the book and put it back. Kind of curious as to why it was put into that vase to begin with.
Mhm.
And because I wasn't there, so.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just going to, I think that's all that I'm gonna find here.
Mm-hmm.
Edwin? He's
Yeah.
still there. Okay.
Do I
think-
see anything in the book?
Yeah.
Did you both go inside?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you looking for?
Just general useful information on like past cases of this serial killer.
Because I think the serial killer is more like a recent thing, so he probably hasn't written extensively about it. Maybe like on his desk there'd be like a list of different murders, and maybe potentially how they all connect together, just like on loose pages.
Okay. I would I was gonna say if I had a book I'd like transfer all of the knowledge, but I unfortunately do not.
Committed to memory.
Which knowledge?
There's
What
like
do you
a
want?
list of names and things that might be related to the murders.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out a piece of my parchment and I'm just going to summon out a quill, and I'm going to write it all down.
What
In
color?
dark blue.
There you go.
Dark blue ink.
That's something she can do.
Very nice.
Oh yes. Oh, made a spelling error. Erase, rewrite. And then I'll hand you the parchment paper. Be like, I want the parchment paper back later.
Okay.
And then I am actually going to take another parchment paper and draw that map of the blueprints.
Okay. So you take your time to draw it as accurately as you can, and I guess you can consider having now a copy of that map in your inventory.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
And I'm drawing it in black.
Ah.
Okay. So I think that's all we need for now.
So we've been, I suppose that research work probably would have taken a while looking through everything now.
I would think research takes a bit, right?
Yeah, definitely.
We could do a short rest for everyone outside, and then research inside.
Thalen switches from off-tune songs. He fixes his lute and he changes to songs like about Lathander and the sun and how it's a beautiful day. And
Ooh.
Alrighty. Yeah, you can consider it like a little short rest.
Oh god, you're gonna get us all killed.
Alrighty. Anything else on the inside?
I think I got everything that we need.
Okay. So he kind of locked you in there, so you kind of give it a knock. He opens the door and he says, "Are y'all done?"
Yep.
Alrighty. And he kind of like escorts you back through the building. And there's a couple of people in here. No one that you really recognize. Mostly just like guards, just watching, looking. And eventually you make your way outside. And he's like, "Okay, have a nice day."
I just look at Thalen kind of with my head kind of tilted sideways a little. And I just shake my head.
you know this one.
Sing along.
And I just thinking to myself, oh no. I glance at the guards to see if they're gonna do anything.
No, they probably don't even know.
Oh, good.
They're just like, huh?
Alan will stop using his musical prowess for evil.
He's chaotic good at best.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with everyone gathered, Hugo sort of look towards the guards, give them a small bow, and then we'll start heading away and be like, so what did you learn?
Well, we've learned a little bit. We should talk elsewhere though.
To the inn, I guess?
Sure.
Well, this is a giant town hall square.
This is true.
So I think if we stand in the middle,
okay.
No one's really gonna be able to listen in.
Well, I'm like, okay, everyone, come around, and I just like I stand in the middle of everyone because I'm so tiny.
So we all hunch down.
You look
and I
so
pull
suspicious.
I pull out the parchment with the blueprints and I just kind of hold it up a little bit and then I just wait for everyone to see it and I roll it back up.
Okay, so
Is that a blueprint of?
The building.
This building. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And the entry and the sewers underneath it.
Do you know where the access point would be? From the outside?
Do we see an access point?
Yes. So the sewers run out outside the city walls. There, you could probably go in that way.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like it's over that way, and I just point in the direction that it looks like it's on the map.
Well,
Be an option to get into Duvessa's office.
My thoughts exactly.
now, if we do decide that this is what we're doing for definite, we need to go in with conviction.
Well, it's either this, or we set up a trap for Sefik.
But that still doesn't. That doesn't help Sadie.
If we capture Sefik, maybe we can get some information out of him. Maybe he's being paid by her to
hunt down the people who are.
Yeah, maybe. We don't know.
Skipping.
I mean, I guess we could find that out in her office. She'd probably have ledgers. I am definitely 100% in at least going in and ransacking her office. So
let's do it.
Well,
when do you want to do it, though?
I suppose the best thing would be to either go in when she's there and do both at the same time, or hopefully do one, then the other later.
It would probably be a best idea to do 2 at once, so we have less chance of getting caught twice.
I agree.
All right.
So.
And if anyone asks, as I kind of whisper up to you guys, if anyone asks why we're all huddling around like this, it's because we're cold.
Don't you know it's freezing outside? God.
I get cold easy. You're my walls.
Let's look about for a entrance then. Whichever one would be closest.
All right. So, which exit are we going to? For what exit is it that the entrance is supposed to be at?
So, if you were to come out the southwest gate and then kind of just follow the rim of the wall, you would probably make it to about here, and there'd be an entrance there.
All right. We're going to the southwest.
Well, lead on.
Are we going to do this now, or are we? I mean,
Why
the
wait?
whole thing.
I mean, we could get into the sewers and then wait till nightfall to actually do the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was just worried that, I mean, when it comes to hunting with your bow, once you've shot your arrow, you usually don't get another chance.
Agreed. Not that I have any experience with a bow, but we're probably only going to have one decent chance, so...
There is an issue. If we wait till nightfall, then everyone's already gone home. We need to find out when the guards change shifts.
Well,
I mean, I'm fine with everyone gone home.
But she will be too.
But we don't have to kill her right away.
I suppose that's true.
Oh, I get... Okay, yeah.
Okay.
If we have a way in...
Yeah.
Then what we could do is wait and follow her back to her home, and then come back here and loot her office when she's already taken care of.
I think that actually we've got a rich opportunity here, Talon, with the item we recovered earlier,
Oh yeah.
and also with what was seen by the locals earlier as well. If these things was to happen on the same day, then
This is
all
true.
fingers may point to one common origin.
And I'm thinking you guys would probably all see Vet like nod towards my bag, and I have this wrapped item in from my old clothes sticking out of my bag.
Which item are you talking about?
Well, if it's still there, is it still there? Is the sword still there?
It probably would still be there, but you can see that it's like melting.
Well, that's
I-
not good.
I prestidigitation it colder.
Okay.
Perfect.
So now you have like a blunt sword.
This is actually he drops his sword on the ground when he finishes the killing, and that's probably why they find a puddle of water.
Okay, that's good for us, but would we have a time limit based on that melting?
Well, Amara
I'll
can keep
just
it
keep
cold.
I'll just keep it cold every hour. I'll just recast it. It'll never melt. We got this.
I may have an interesting way where we can track them if we keep this thing.
Oh.
I might be able to infuse it with returning weapon, and maybe it can head back to them.
Mm,
We can
I think
follow.
that's
I don't know if that's
I
gonna
think
work.
that's I think that's more of a small time enchantment, right? You throw something and it comes back.
I mean, I suppose. Something just to think about.
Agreed. Well, let's. I suppose the best thing we could do is wait until
Yeah.
she's leaving.
Okay.
We probably shouldn't all gather around waiting for her to leave because it'll look extremely suspicious.
What kind of buildings are in the area?
So there's obviously this is just City Hall, but I guess what would surround the immediate area would be a collection of like residences, houses. They're all just about the same height, and some of them would be like shops, just in the immediate vicinity. I believe there's like a cemetery behind City Hall.
Thalen looks around and will go, I'm just gonna go shopping, and he's gonna go into one of the stores and see if he can see how much a health potion is.
That would be handy.
Okay. So you walk into one of the stores. You're greeted as you walk in. There's a short little lady with round glasses and black hair, kind of curly. And she says, how can I help you?
Yes, getting into some dire straits lately, and I was hoping to procure a healing potion.
A healing potion, huh? Well, you must be an adventurer, I guess.
Yes, you guessed it. And he gives her like one of those side grins, and he shows one of his like teeny tiny tusks.
Well, she says, they're kind of expensive. So I hope you've got the coin. Let's see here. Like 50 gold, right?
Normally.
Yeah, normally. She says, 60 gold pieces.
That's a bit pricey there.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you, but, you know, being that we're so far up north, we don't usually get a lot of transport or regular transport.
You know what? I seem to have misplaced my money pouch.
She just looks at you.
I will be back later this evening. I left it in my room at the inn.
Oh, no problem.
And he just walks out.
Okay.
Yep. Pricey.
I was thinking Pathfinder prices, not
Yeah, no, not like 3 gold for a health
yeah,
potion.
not 5e prices.
No.
100 gold.
Bit of a DM question. When Vet was attacked, was the damage slashing damage to him?
I believe it was piercing, but let me take a look. Nope, you're right. It's slashing damage.
Okay.
Ew.
Alrighty, and for everyone else, any plans? Anything to do in the meantime?
What time was it generally she left last night? Everyone left.
Like it pretty late in the evening. She'll go, and she's escorted by a handful of guards.
Right. Okay. We'll have to come back later. Let's go and warm up.
Yeah, let's go bug Scrimic some more.
I think that perhaps Black Iron Blades, given that it's a smithy, might be a good place to warm up first.
Okay. Maybe he'll have more goods.
Yes, and I do need to get something that's very good at cutting, just like my recent friend had.
All right, well, let's head there.
Alrighty, so you head over to Black Iron Blades, and you're greeted as you walk in as the same guy that helped you out last time. He's the one that sold you all the equipment, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And how long's a fortnight?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
That's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he says.
I mean, we could ask him to rush it a little if we really need it, but
I don't think.
I don't think we have the money to cover the rush.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
plus we're not paying for it.
It's
No,
free.
yeah. It's free.
true.
Hey, you don't think you're doing this for free? Can you do it faster?
Can you just do it faster and better?
Anyway, so you walk in. He says, "Hey, I remember you guys. Why don't you come back for more equipment?"
Everyone stares at Vat.
Oh yes. I've recently misplaced an item of mine, and I was looking for something inexpensive that would be good at cutting, say, some plants and whatnot when I go foraging.
Something like shears, he says.
Perhaps, but something more rapid, faster.
He kind of scratches his head. He's like, "Faster than shears?"
Dallin takes his dagger out of his belt and go, like a dagger, and like hands it towards him.
A sickle, yes. That's what I was looking for.
Okay. He's like, "Yeah, I've got one of those. If you need one."
Yes, I feel as though for my most recent endeavor, my most recent foray, something that's very good at cutting and slashing will surely do me well in the future. How much for it?
Let me take a look. I think it's 1 gold piece. Yeah.
Okay. And he reaches around, and you can't really hear any jangle of coins, and then there's just 1 gold piece.
Alrighty. Is there anything else I can get for you?
I don't know. Perhaps my friends here would like something similar. Friends?
Ball bearings. Do you have like a sack of ball bearings?
He's like, I think I do. Let me take a look. And I think you would sell them at the normal rate that they go in the PHB.
I forget how much they are.
Let's take a look. 5e cost. 1 gold piece as well.
Okay, I'll give him 1 gold piece.
Surely I'm not the only one here that is looking to take cuttings.
Um,
Are you looking at someone specifically?
I thought we were all going to take cuttings.
Dallin will take the ice sword out of his bag and hand it to Vet.
Okay. Oh no,
Mage.
not this. This would never take cuttings. Perhaps we should get something. All of us should get something here that takes cuttings.
He's just looking at you like, what the heck is wrong with these people?
Give us a minute, and Dallin will drag Vet to the side. Vet, what the fuck are you talking about?
Listen. If you want to make this look as it's supposed to, then it has to look as it's supposed to. A hole does not look the same as a scratch.
Yeah, and Dallin will point to his sword, like the long sword on his back. I got you covered.
Yes, and how about our friend that likes to, tear out plants with his bare hands?
Oh, this is true.
The one with the glaive on his back.
Yeah, he has something too.
The one who has a reaching, slashing weapon.
Oh,
what the fuck are you talking about?
My mistake. It appears we all have the necessary sickles to take cuttings.
Oh god.
Note to self: write down people's equipment.
Dallin looks at the blacksmith and mouths, "I'm so sorry." And just ushers Vet out of the.
Oh no.
and as we're going out, I represtidigitation the sword colder.
Okay. It's like warped at this point.
I'll just say we'll be back for the armor another week or so.
Yeah, no problem.
Stalin, can we go and get a couple of empty books, please? I need new journals.
I doubt it.
Probably.
They said paper was really
Yeah.
rare, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but there's a bookshop.
Oh, there was a bookshop.
Oh.
Okay, well, we can stop by the bookshop. We have time to spare, so.
Thank you.
I also have 2 hand axes.
To take cuttings.
To take cuttings.
Oh god. It's okay.
That's honestly my favorite right about now, so.
He's not in a good place.
Kept repeating the phrase over and over again. I was like, are
Okay,
we supposed to know what that means?
let's go over to the bookshop and then we will take care of everything else.
Okay. So you head over to the bookstore. It's open. There's people inside. No one is saying the word cuttings. Yeah, and it's the same person that helped you out last time. She's like, hello, how can I help you?
I'm in need of some new journals.
Oh, we've got a nice collection of leather-bound journals if you'd like one. She kind of thumbs through a few. She's like, these here are about 2 gold pieces, but they're very nice. And then we have some of these other ones that are less ornate for 2 silver.
This one's pink.
The less ornate ones should be fine.
Sure.
I need a couple of them if that's okay, Thalon.
I guess.
Thank you.
Fallon, the bank.
Yep. How much are the books? How much were they?
2 silver for the less ornate, regular-looking ones, and then for the other ones are.
So you got.
Gold.
Did you get 1 journal or 2?
2.
2. Okay, so that's okay. Cool. Thalen's not salty. She didn't get the pink one. Not at all.
I'll get a pink one too if you really want me to.
No, it's fine. He's over it.
I will actually endeavor to buy a journal if they have one available.
Alrighty, yeah, they definitely do.
Do they have one that's slightly bigger than normal?
The ornate ones are a bit bigger.
Alan turns around and goes back and he buys the pink one for himself.
What, the ornate one?
Yep. It has, like the Lisa Frank ones from back in the day?
Google's Lisa Frank.
Yeah, Google Lisa Frank.
Yes. Okay. I'll buy a basic one, 2 silver. I'll have to hand over a gold. Does she have like an inkwell and a pen?
Yeah, she definitely would. And I think that is in the PHB for whatever regular price that's at.
Okay.
Amara, can I borrow your quill?
Yeah, sure. And I hand over my quill.
Can you make it green ink?
I grab it, I shake it a little, and I hand it back.
Thanks. And he just writes Stalin's journal in the first page and then closes it.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
I'll have to come back later to buy stuff to write with.
You want to borrow my pen?
No, thanks. It's fine. I'll just buy the.
Wait,
I can,
no,
I can
here.
buy a
I
pen.
give you my old quill.
The
I don't
quill
need
itself is rather cheap. It's the ink that costs a lot.
Okay, but
You should have ink left over, right? You don't need ink anymore.
do I have ink still? I'll give you
1
my
ounce.
ink too.
A 1 ounce bottle is 10 gold.
I hand you my bottle of ink and my old pen.
Oh, thank you. I'll endeavor to repay you for this. I'll hand over gold for the book. I'll get
Alrighty.
8 silver back.
Mm.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Anything else?
No.
Alrighty.
From here.
So, I think by now, since you've kind of been to a couple of places, it would start getting a bit late. So if you'd like, you can definitely execute that plan.
To go follow Devessa? Is that what her name is? Devessa Shane?
Shane.
Yes. Let's do that. So we'll have to sort of remember which way she went originally and sort of be in that general site and then try and follow her.
Okay.
I think we should dedicate someone to be the 2 or 3 people. Let's not have 2 people on their own again.
Yeah.
To be the followers, and we'll follow them.
Well, why don't we just go and pretend to be like an extra group of people there to protect her?
Nope.
She knows who we are.
We also don't want to be associated with her moving to our house.
Yeah.
That is a good point. Okay.
Hey, remember that group of adventurers that followed you to your house?
Yeah. Good point.
Right after you died.
Yeah, right before you died.
Right before you died. Alrighty. So the plan is to go to City Hall, wait for her, and then follow her home.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Stealthily as possible.
as stealthily as possible. Okay. So you head over. You are waiting outside of City Hall, somewhere in the vicinity, not too obvious or standing too close to it. And eventually you do see Duvessa along with Markham, Southwell, and Hajer all kind of make their way out of the building. Hajer, as usual, takes no guards, and he walks straight back to his church. I believe Markham doesn't take any guards either. He just kind of heads straight back to the barracks. Duvessa kind of lingers a bit, talking to some other people dressed in fine clothes, and eventually she's escorted by 2 guards as she makes her way to what you assume will be her home.
Seeing her, can I get within 90 feet of her?
90 feet, yeah. So if anyone's going to follow her within 90 feet, give me a stealth check.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with that for sure.
Me too. Although I'm really tiny.
Okay.
So.
That's not a downside, I don't think, in this situation. Being small make you hard to notice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no!
What happened?
I rolled a 10.
Oh, I was in the
I
journal section.
can't roll at all today.
That was with a +4.
Yeah.
Well, there's no reason to say she has higher than 10 passive perception.
That's true.
Alrighty.
So
So you follow her at that length distance, and she doesn't really notice you walking behind her. She walks for about 5-10 minutes. Her house isn't too far from City Hall. It's a very tall, wide building, one that is befitting of a town speaker. The guards stay posted outside as she walks in.
Can I, before she goes in,
Mhm.
I'd like to cast Hunter's Mark on her.
Okay. Hunter's Mark. Would that give you away?
So it's got a verbal component. So at 90 feet, who's to say? I mean, he'd put his hand across his mouth and cast it. So maybe someone would hear that, maybe not.
I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, you can pull it off.
Okay.
nice.
Hmm.
So basically, there's like a group of like Amara, Thalon, and Vet are at the front. Sort of, they're the ones following them,
Mhm.
and we're following that group.
Exactly.
Like the same distance back. So we should, try to be as nonchalant as possible with my huge size.
Book of Oral
She goes
and
in.
start reading it.
Yep. So
Two
she
guards?
heads inside. There's 2 guards posted outside the doors.
Okay. What does the front of the building look like? Like, is it double story?
It
single-
looks, yeah, it's a double-storied home. It from the outside you can see that it's probably pretty spacious on the inside. If you're trying to look in through the windows, there's like different rooms. I would say maybe from the facade you can see that there's maybe like 4 different rooms, probably more in the back.
Whereabouts in the city is her house?
She would have walked just about here, not too far, since you were down here.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
King, where was it?
Like around about here or something.
Okay.
Not too far from the town hall, which I think was like this.
Oh, we can look for a back entrance.
Hopefully there is.
I'm
Okay.
gonna check the map to see if there's a sewer entrance going into the house at all.
Not into the house, no.
But into the property?
No. So the sewer system thing you had was for City Hall itself, or Town Hall itself.
Okay. Okay, so it just shows specifically to there.
Yeah.
That's fine. So what's the plan?
Well, a good idea would be to have an escape route. So maybe we should look about for a sewer entrance
Hey.
anyway.
Let's case the joint.
Yeah. So we'll have to. I'm gonna stay quite far back because I don't want the guards seeing me.
Okay.
Just suppose I'll sort of look out for how much street traffic there might be. Just like just try and stay in the shadows and in between alleys and stuff, and just have a look and see if there's any like regularly people walk by, or watch the guards from a distance and see if they do a patrol.
Okay. So there's maybe someone or a couple of people walking like every 15 minutes or so, either in like a small group or just a single person walking through. It's not too many people. The guards are kind of just sitting there, just looking out. Sometimes they talk to each other. They aren't doing any patrols.
Okay. Do we see that there's a back entrance to the building?
If you
Is
would have
there a back
walked,
door?
yeah, if you would have walked around the back, there would be like a back exit.
Are there guards posted there?
No.
Interesting.
We should distract them somehow.
Could I listen into the guards' conversation to see what sort of things they're speaking about?
Okay. They're probably making bets. To be honest, they're probably just talking about, you know, if they're talking about like playing games at the inn, how much they've won, how much they've lost. If you'd like to make a bet later once their shift is done, which I think you would overhear is maybe around midnight or like 11 o'clock, right, or just before midnight. And yeah, that's pretty
So
much what
no
the
time-
discussion is.
No time soon then. It's like them starting a shift of guard duty.
Exactly. Mhm.
Okay.
Is there any like hay or any kind of like wood that's not part of a house, kind of in the visual sights of the guards?
Any wood or hay? No, there probably is not anything like that.
Well, there goes that
Foliage.
idea.
Is there foliage on the property at all?
No foliage. It's probably been frozen over if there was any.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. I figured it'd be
Okay.
like icicle bushes. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh shoot! There's something there to cause a fire.
That's not what I was hoping for, but okay.
I
We
assume
need
for
to get them away from
distraction.
the door.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty easy to do.
I can do a number of different types of imbues that could distract them.
I also have my minor illusion spell.
I could also do minor illusion as well if you needed a little extra.
Have Vet use it in one direction, I'll use it in the opposite, so they have to go both ways and check things out.
Or perhaps you could do an image of something and I could do the sound of it.
I can do the
That
smell.
that is true.
3 different people doing the same minor illusion. Touch, smell, sound, everything.
What if we showed
I
an
could-
image of a man running across from an alley to another alley with a blue sword?
Now, you have to be careful and not
Don't
make
think
it
I can.
too too enticing.
That's true.
Because if, I mean, while that is definitely appropriate for our plan, having him here, we don't want to make it so that they would call more guards.
I mean, we can make it at, like running away from the house as if he's not aiming for her.
What about? It'd have to be something that would be far enough away that could distract them away from the house, but not something that they would need to call more guards. Injured child?
My injured child. I could cast Thunder Wave.
Blow the child away. There's a child over here. Boom.
Oh no.
We make them maybe the sheriff who could tell them, like, maybe they could say something like, "Hey, you're in the wrong post. You guys got to do this," and then they'll leave.
I don't know. With minor illusion, it has to be in the same place. Maybe we could both combine our efforts to perhaps down the street have 2 men playing a betting game. Maybe rolling dice to entice them over.
Maybe, yeah.
Or
we can
you
try that.
could make an illusion of someone praying to a different god.
No, when they get close to this, they're gonna figure out it's not real.
Yeah, that's true. It'd probably be better if it was just sound, so that they have to go investigate.
We need something at most round a corner and making sound, so that they would have to come away from the house. But the back entrance doesn't have any guard.
Well, then let's just use the back entrance.
Okay.
Is anyone good at? I think I'll do word this properly. Has anyone done this before?
I mean, I've caught people doing this before.
It's close. Vet, you're squirrely. Have you ever broken into a house?
No, never.
I've never broken into a house. However, I do have thieves' tools. I only use them to tinker and things, but they'll probably work.
Perfect. Well, definitely use that.
Dallin will clap Edwin on the back and go, "Congrats, you're our new party rogue."
You're a thief.
I mean, well, I'll take the dog if it's required.
Let's check the back and see if we can get any more information about movement inside and maybe there's guards inside. So,
How long
all
does it
kinds-
take for me to do a ritual again?
10 minutes, I think, right?
Yeah. 10 minutes plus the casting time of the spell.
Okay, well
It-
then it's
yeah.
not worth it.
Yeah, I don't think you got that ability to do it faster until later.
Yeah.
No, she can do it once.
Oh, you can do it once. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do
Think-
it once and it'd take really short time.
It takes the action of the spell, the cast time of the spell to cast it. Then.
Oh, okay. Okay, so when we're inside, I'll do that.
What is that?
I'm gonna do a ritual and put alarm on the front door.
Oh, that'd be good. Okay. Yeah.
Well, let's check out the back door and see, like the back end of the house. We'll look at the back side of the house and see if we can see any movement inside and if there's more than one person. Because we have no idea if she has family.
That is true.
It's gonna make it harder.
So what do we see?
On the front side or the back side?
Backside.
Backside, nothing. It's no one standing near the doors. There's maybe like a light that's shimmering in one of the windows, like a couple candlelights. But there's no one standing there.
Okay. We don't see multiple rooms with light in them, just one room.
On the ground floor, yeah. On the top side, there probably would be like another 2 that are lit.
Okay. Well,
Here
I think
goes.
this is the best opportunity. And I think we've watched enough to know that the guards don't come round this side.
They're not very good guards, if I do say so.
It makes me worry about why this side is unprotected, but
I'm kind of wondering if alarm's been cast on the inside on this side.
Vet.
hey, yeah, Vat.
Oh, the stick. Yes.
Oh no.
Wave stick.
Okay. So you used Detect Magic, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Nothing is lighting up on the back side of the door or the inside of the door, right? So it's not the door, but there is something just beyond the door that gives you like a slight tingle of magic.
Okay, so door's clear, but just behind it, there's something magical just behind the door.
Does it give off a school of magic?
I believe, yeah, it should. Let's take a look. It would give you a conjuration school.
Oh.
So yes, appears to be conjuration just behind. Let's see, but it's something. So perhaps we can maybe take a look at it and see what triggers it, or maybe go back to the previous plan of getting rid of the guards at the front and just going in through the front.
I would assume the front door has the same thing, though.
Perhaps, but perhaps not. Why would it need it if it has guards?
I mean, never can be too protected when there's a murderer.
Maybe
So-
that's not protected with that because the speaker has to come in and out that door.
That is true. That is
So if it-
possible.
This is something that can be reset.
Why are there windows to this place?
Oh yeah, there's tons of them.
Can we just open a window and go in there then instead?
Well, you don't detect any magic behind any of the windows, right?
Have a look.
Yeah, not necessarily. No magic behind the windows, but you still get that kind of feeling off to like the left or right. Where it depends on where you're standing.
Okay.
There's nothing on the windows. No, there's something nearby.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's try a window.
Hmm. Okay.
Who's I think maybe Edwin and Vet. Just in
Do you
case the window's locked.
Yeah, I can try and unlock it. There's a lock on.
Yeah, there's like a little latch on the inside.
Well, lock picking's not going to do that.
You can probably move the what do you call it, like the arm out of like the little latch. If you have something thin enough to like go through the windows to push it out. I would call it still like a lockpicking check.
Mage hand, anyone?
Not I.
Nope. Okay.
Hey, we have some quills, don't we? Maybe we could try and get a quill in there and finish it up.
I hand you my quill.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, and let's see a lockpicking check. See if you can manage it.
What check would that be?
I believe it's dexterity based, isn't it?
But you're proficient, right? So
Wow.
Oh.
So
Nice.
no effort at all. Do you you find like just removing that latch and it just you take it off the hinge and it just kind of slides forward a little bit.
if you look back, Hinder's giving you a big double thumbs up. And
Who's going to head in?
well,
I'll take a look as I've got the magic eyes for the next couple of minutes. Do I not?
magic eyes. Who wants to do the big murder?
I'm assuming Dallin's probably gonna end up doing the murder, but
Although that does have Hunter's mark on her.
this is true.
This is a race now. Vet sticks his head in. He looks around for any magic or any traps.
All right, you stick your head in. It is really warm in here. Like nice, like almost tropical. As soon as you stick your head inside, there's a playing of like a stringed instrument, maybe like a harp. It's very soothing and calming. You hear voices on the inside. Someone telling someone to grab the potatoes. Don't forget about this and that. More like instructions on how to cook something. The other person just replying, yes, I'll take care of it. But you don't see them. Maybe somewhere in the kitchen.
So I whisper back, there are staff in there, cooks, but maybe we can slip past. There's music as well. Perhaps if that were louder, it could help us get through, or maybe it would draw them out. I don't know, but shall we go in?
Does anyone have the ability to knock people unconscious?
You have fists.
I
got a
meant
big
other
hand.
than me bludgeoning them to death or to unconsciousness. I'm happy to do it. I won't kill them, I guarantee you.
But I think that's about all we got.
I mean, yep, okay.
I mean, I can say mean words to them. But that's all I got.
Give them an aneurysm.
Yep.
Oh no.
It's like, you can barely cook potatoes. Nosebleed.
Terrible.
Make me omelette du fromage. Okay. Vet, are you going in first?
Yes, sure. Why not? Just maybe either have you behind me to knock someone out, or Thalon to tell them to go away if they discover us.
I mean, I could just talk to them.
I need to go in so I can set alarm on the front door.
We'll get everybody in. Don't worry. Oh, and
Okay.
Amara, when it comes down to the actual act, no fire, okay?
Okay. No worries. We got this.
I'm just saying, we need to make sure it looks like
Oh, I
You
can
should-
make it look like it.
like slashing damage, like she
And
took a sword
piercing?
to the face. Nope, sword to the face.
But ice.
Sword to the face.
Just straight up decapitation.
Ice work too.
I mean, ice would work. So
Okay. So I think we're one by one gonna go in unless anyone wants to stay outside. Would anyone like to? No, we're not separating. Everyone inside.
Okay.
That last
So
Yep, going in.
one by
Let
one, you all step inside to the window. And I guess this part of the back would probably be like a study. So there's like desks and there's like a little small library. And the door leading out is open. And if you were to peek around just to see what's outside of this particular room, there's a sizable harp that's like levitating off the ground ever so slightly, and it's
Oh.
playing itself. And I think that's what you would have detected with your magic stick.
Oh,
No, so seeing it now, it's like I am the conjuration magic.
that's
Oh.
reassuring, actually.
So look back. Don't worry about the magic. It's fine.
It also means there's not a harp player person we have to deal with.
maybe stop it from playing, and someone could play music really poorly, and someone might come over to investigate and slowly take people out one by one.
I feel like you were taking a dig at my music playing, Edwin.
Oh,
No. You're fantastic at playing. I'm just saying, could you
No, it's a
tend
good idea. Instead of us, just don't touch the harp at all. Have one of you people with your magic alter the sound or add to it to make it different.
Okay, I can do that. Vet can do that.
I can do
Perhaps, perhaps in an emergency, but right now, I'm listening around. Where are the staff? Are they in our way to where I think she is, or not?
Not at all. They're probably like you hear the clanging of like pots and pans and things like that. So probably like several rooms over, not here.
Okay. Where do
So
we think-
communicate that back and just
where do you
say,
think Develop?
let's move quickly.
I can distract them in the kitchen long enough for us to sneak past the kitchen door.
We might not have to.
If
I
we
can-
have to, maybe like press digitation of the pot and make it boil over.
Oh, I was gonna press the digitation something to make it smell like it's burning, so they have to pay attention to it.
Or that.
I could do that too.
They're already busy. I
Yeah,
believe
let's
in
go.
their
But if they become curious, give them something in the kitchen to.
yes smell
What's the
of burnt.
range? Is the range okay? Isn't it like 10 feet?
Yes. How
Very
big is
close
the
to the kitchen
kitchen?
then.
I can also minor illusion noises, and so can Vet. And
I can do faint noises 10
we,
feet
we-
away.
We, got options.
We
Yeah.
could have someone make the smell, the look, and the
Perfect. We'll make them think they've burnt a roast they never knew they were making.
Oh no.
We're here to murder a person, not a meal.
Aw,
God.
Okay.
What has
so,
food ever done to you?
honestly.
Where do we think Devella is from
Duvessa.
Devessa. Why is it Devella?
Yeah.
On the outside, where else did we see candlelight? Was it like on the top floor?
Yeah, it's one of the top floors. So immediately outside of the study, there's like a large living room with the harp. And then there's a short hallway. You can see stairs on the left hand side. Just past that are where you think the voices are coming from. It would be on the right hand side, probably leading into a kitchen.
Okay.
Can I put? I was just asking. Could I put that hunter's mark to good use and start looking for like footprints or scuff marks recently made on the floor to track Devessa's path where she's gone?
Yes, you can see that she went straight upstairs through the stairs you're looking at.
Okay, so it's straight upstairs is where she should be.
How
Okay.
far away from me is the front door?
The front door would probably be around the hallway. I would say maybe like 60-ish feet down the hall, and then to the right would be the door.
I gotta sneak down there a little bit.
Just do it at the top of the stairs. Or at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay, yeah. But we had to get through it first. Well, no, it's against unwanted intrusion, so
Yeah.
And
We don't want them up there.
yeah. So I'm going to cast a ritual and put alarm as a ritual at the bottom of the stairs.
Alrighty.
And you're using your ability, so it's normal cast time? Or is it a minute faster, longer, however long? I don't remember how it works.
you can do it once per day using its normal cast time,
That's what it is.
which is normally what?
1 minute.
Ooh, okay. Well, I'm gonna sneak past you as you're doing that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, straight upstairs.
Alrighty. So you head straight upstairs. You all sneak by. Actually, let's see. Since you're getting kind of close to the kitchen, let's get a group stealth check.
God, I've rolled like crap this whole night.
Oh
Except for
god.
that one roof climb. That's it.
That was a pretty good roll. Okay, not too bad. Not too
Okay.
bad. Not too bad.
Okay.
Just
Uh,
wait.
Ah.
Oh my god, 10.
Okay. Alrighty.
I thought that was good.
So you successfully move past the kitchen. You actually kind of have to you can see it from where you're standing as you go up the stairs. You can see the two cooks. They're both female, both turning both of their backs to the stairs, cooking, cutting, etc. So you slowly make your way upstairs, and you don't hear anything upstairs. But if you're still using your hunter's mark, you can see that she walked straight down the hallway. At the very end, there's one door.
Okay, so yeah, he'll creep down and wave everyone, point to that door, and go to approach it with the party.
Okay.
Once I'm done doing the ritual, I'm gonna head upstairs. Just let me know when I'm doing that, please.
So, Hydra's gonna come up right next to the door,
Mm-hmm.
and then wait until everyone is sort of in position.
Alrighty. As soon as you get up to the door, you can hear someone walking around the room. Maybe like shuffling of papers. Someone muttering under their breath. But it only seems to be one voice,
Okay.
and you would recognize it as Duvessa's voice.
Thalen's gonna reach back and actually grab his longsword, and as you guys see that, you actually see the tassels on the end of it reach and wrap around his arm.
Okay.
And then he slowly draws that sword, trying to make as little noise as possible.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Take the sickle out of the basket.
Oh no.
Hydra's gonna cock his arms. And then I think he's gonna reach across to the handle and just
Should we knock and have her come to the door, and then we'll just attack?
Big eyes looking at Edwin. Like,
He's gonna open the handle, and as fast as he can, he's gonna walk towards, like, not run, trying to keep his footsteps as light as possible, but he's gonna immediately just try and lock where she is in the room and rush straight towards her at a fast walk.
Toward Duvessa?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
He's aiming to hopefully surprise her and grapple her and put a hand over her face.
okay, so you open the door. You said you opened it softly or just like slammed it?
Softly. I don't want to
Softly.
alert the kitchen staff yet.
Okay,
If we
so
come
you
up there.
open it softly. And what you see is a big room with bookshelves on both sides, with one big desk in the middle toward the back, which Duvessa is currently sitting at, reading something. And I think out of her peripheral, she would see the door open, and she would look up to see you just like crouched, right? Or crouching, standing at the entrance.
Very slight hunch because I assume it's a 6-foot door and I'm near 8 foot tall.
Okay. And she's taken completely aback, like she doesn't know what she's looking at for a second. So the way this is going to work is if you're just going to go in for the kill without saying anything at all, roll for initiative. I'll have her roll for initiative to see if she can squeeze anything out.
Tiny bit of poo.
I mean, like a scream or something. Yeah.
Oh my god, I got a 2.
Oh my god!
oh yeah.
Okay,
I
hold
knew
on.
this was never going to work.
Please
Alright.
tell me that alarm is set.
You're stunned by her beauty.
This is
She brings
Medusa.
up her head and just shakes her hair at me. I'm like,
Oh boy.
Fucking Dracula.
All right, let's see if we can roll better than that.
Yeah, come on,
Probably.
one.
Here she is. Let's take a look.
God, she's a. I can just see it in her face.
She rolled a
And I
6.
hate
Oh.
Okay. So she like puts her hands, like she slams her hands on the table. She stands up, and she says, "What is the meaning of this?" And she just yells out, "Guards, guards!"
Oh no.
And I believe we'll put her. Oh, well, I'll move you guys over so you can see what's going on. But let's see here.
This was a bad idea.
Am I at least done casting alarm?
Has it been 10 minutes?
It's a minute for her
It's
right
1
now.
minute.
1 minute. No, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine.
And I'm probably on the way upstairs already?
Yeah, I would say you'd be like by the stairs.
She only just beat me.
At any
So
rate,
those-
so we'll say this is the room.
I don't know how many people have played this and actually took the let's murder her.
That'd probably be at the door.
This is the door.
And I will,
A map is having to be drawn at the moment
Yeah,
because
I know.
it's very unlikely people do
Very
this.
unlikely, but it happened. So
The
we're-
epic heroes end up in this situation.
no one ever said we were heroes.
No one has ever said that.
okay.
Oh.
We're
Um.
just adventurers, doesn't mean hero.
So she does
Literally
that.
acting like an enforcer.
I think she would move close to one of the windows. And yeah, I think this is in character. So she'd open the window and like look out to see how far the fall is. And like she pulls out, I think she has like let me take a look. Yeah, she has a little dagger. Okay. All right, your turn. Oh wait,
Is
did you
it-
guys roll yet?
Well,
No.
only I rolled because I think you said for me to roll.
Oh, that's right, because she saw you.
everyone
Okay.
else rolled.
So I'll let you go next, and then everyone else can roll for initiative as well.
Oh boy.
What's the distance here? Oh my god, she's just too far away.
And just get out the glaive and kill her.
That's true. I am trying to use the glaive, right? Okay. So he's gonna very solemnly look at her with not anger, but sort of feigned aggression, and he will come up here. He will take out the glaive from his back and he will try and just diagonal slash across her chest.
All right, let's see it.
Come on, good roll. 12.
Oof. So you cut her straight across the chest. You do make contact, but underneath her her vestments, she's wearing something made out of metal. You can see that as you cut through it, it's breastplate.
Oh, damn it. Okay. I will then use Action Surge to do it again.
Okay.
Oh my god! Ooh, shit.
This time she's able to see the attack coming, and she like moves to the side. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, everyone
That's
else,
me.
roll for initiative.
There are tokens.
I suck. You have to drag them on.
Oh, okay. We already. Why do we even do
Oh,
this?
for fuck's sake.
How do we drag?
Why?
So you go to the journal, and then you click on your name on your character for your character sheet, and then drag it to the
Okay.
board.
Look, a token.
I think
Yeah.
there's like 7
Okay.
people coming to kill her.
we didn't need to
Whereabouts am I currently standing? Because I was on my way upstairs after casting that.
You'd be right behind the last person.
Oh, good.
Where's the me?
I really need to go to the bathroom, guys.
So I assumed the corridor was like maybe this long. Okay. No, maybe not that.
Wait, why does Vet have 2
I have 2.
initiatives?
Is it?
Yeah, let me delete one. There you go.
What?
I don't see that other one.
Me either.
All right. Anyway, maybe it's just a glitch on my side. Alrighty. So top of the initiative
Right.
is Vet at 13.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to squeeze through to get in. So, I suppose that's going to take what, an extra, like, yeah. So that's probably going to be 10 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then rest of my 20. And I'm going to take the dash action to just get in range with Devessa.
Very nice. All right.
End of turn.
How tall is Edwin, by the way?
Oh, wait. It should have been Edmund first.
That short. Yeah, it's because it didn't roll for some reason, so I had to re-roll it.
Oh, okay. So,
I can go after. It's fine.
alrighty. So, what are you doing, Vet?
Oh, I've done everything. I used my movement and my action just to get in range with her. So
Got it.
it's over to Edwin.
Okay, Edwin.
Okay. I'm going to. How far is my movement? 30 feet. Okay. I'm going to. How do you do the little movement one again? Where you do like the arrow?
The ruler.
Snap to center, I think, right? Oh,
Yeah.
ruler.
Yeah, it's the 4th button. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get right behind you. Oh. I'm gonna get behind you. Use you kind of as a human shield. And I'm gonna like lean to the side and shoot an arrow, trying to like I'm gonna aim for her hand, try and stop her from being able to like open a window.
Okay. I believe now it is Amara's turn.
Okay, so I'm going to.
Oh wait, did you hit her with the crossbow?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay. Wow. Okay. So yeah, 17 is a hit. Let me take a look. Her armor class. Okay. So you do hit her. Go ahead and roll for damage. Hey. Okay.
Just click the words crossbow light. It'll roll your damage.
Yeah.
In the chat there.
It's not working for some
Yeah,
reason.
click the words in the chat instead.
Oh.
Yeah. Just a crossbow light. Oh.
There you go.
Okay. She had 9 health. Okay.
No.
So you lose one bolt that hits her square in the chest. She walks back a little bit. She stumbles back, and she manages to just say, "Why?" And then she like trips over the window and falls on the snow below. Is slowly bleeding out. You have successfully killed Professor Shane, and your alarm goes off. You hear footsteps on the stairs,
We gotta go.
and then we'll leave it there for this session until next week.
No!
Oh!
No! We gotta get out of here. No!
I don't think breaking in was such a good idea anymore.
No. Yes. But we did it, guys.
Oh,
We
no.
successfully murdered a woman in our own home.
Yeah,
Unprovoked.
and trapped ourselves in.
And not with slashing damage, as Talon suggested. And Vet suggested.
No,
And
And I was going to use Ice Knife. Oh god. We have to find a way out now. Ooh. I might have to.
Chuck the sword out the window.
Yeah.
And then there's a slash across her chest with the blade, but it didn't breach, but there's a visual.
Yeah, but she also has an arrow in her.
And I'm in the hallway.
Or a bolt.
Can you hold this right?
I don't think we have that kind of time.
We can leave the sword though.
Yeah, I think dropping the sword off and then we'll have to switch.
I'll make it extra cool so it lasts a little longer. But somehow we have to get out of there.
We're all jumping out the window.
Yeah. She's down there ready to catch us.
Body weight.
No one's gonna have to catch me. Like, how high is that window?
Story.
Two stories, so yeah, we went upstairs.
Yeah.
So it'll be like a 15 foot fall. Almost every adventuring kit comes with hempen rope, so
Except for the one.
I didn't have one.
The one thing about using rope is it's really hard to tie a rope and then when you down to break that rope.
we don't need to do something.
We're trying to make it look as much as like murderer.
Because if there's just the two guards coming, then we might just have to deal with them because then there's the witnesses.
I could also, once we run away, I will press the notification or foot.
You'd have to do that every 10 feet.
Yeah. I mean, I could do it for the first 30 feet, but I can't do it.
Yeah, but it means you'd be able to run 10 feet and then get rid of those two steps. 10 feet, get rid of those two steps.
I'll do it while I'm running. But I can only go 30 feet with it because then it might start disappearing.
No, well, what Shields is saying is it only works 10 feet away, so you have to move 10 feet and do it. And then,
and then
you
you
have to
move 10
wait
feet,
around.
then you get to wait. Yeah. I'm not sure if that'd work too well.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to run either because you'd have to cast a spell. So you'd be walking.
It doesn't say that I have to stay in range.
Yeah, but
No, it's an
you would run 10 feet forward, right? And then you do like cast on the 10 feet of steps that you just left. So they're gone. But then if you move any more, it doesn't get rid of those. You'd have to move 10 feet, cast it, move 10 feet, cast it, move 10 feet, cast it, and then you wouldn't have that still have any more effects going. Then you'd go another 30 feet and no tracks, and then you'd be like, you know.
It's not like it's like a broom that sits behind you and sweeps your footprint. It'd be perfect if it was like a well 25 feet away that you could run to, get ready for on the way and go in the well. They'd have no idea you're in the well. Which might work for if there's a sewer grate nearby. It might be perfect. Like 20 feet away from our house, we just run out and they'd never know there's any track.